Welcome back to this Rift Let's Play. You're Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us way off in the distance, perched in a precarious position, as always, is Tallahassee. How are you this evening, my friend?
Yeah, I'm alright, Hugh.
I'm okay. Do you know what? You look... In fact, here we go. There's a little competition, folks. Can you actually see where he is? Because when we started filming tonight, he said, I'm here, but you can't see me. And I was looking all around here, trying to find him, and of course, he basically blends into the scenery. There he is, right there, where I'm wriggling my mouse. I honestly thought you might have actually run out of weird places to start this week, but apparently not. Do you hunt these down throughout the week or something?
No, I just have a look around in the general area that we're going to be starting off in and look for unusual places, basically.
Well, you always find... Do you know what? I'm going to come over and see you. And by the way, Tallahassee, I know you want to have a chat about a few things, and welcome to everyone watching this episode. There he is, up there. How are you guys? Hope you're having a good week so far. You know what? As I pan my camera around, the first thing I've noticed today since we've logged in is my frame rate is absolutely stellar and spectacular, and I haven't done a single thing. I haven't reduced any settings, nothing, and my frame rate is absolutely amazing. And I've got a big question for you, and that is, has it got anything to do with the massive patch that I noticed when we logged in today? Because I don't know about you, but I had it was about a 1 gigabyte patch, Tallahassee, when I logged in. What on earth is going on there? And by the way, and it said calm before the storm. So I'm thinking there's been a massive update in the game, and that it's, calm before the storm being the Storm Legion expansion, right?
It very much is the new and final patch for, I guess you'd call it, Vanilla Rift.
Vanilla Rift. Yeah, good point. I never thought of that. It is going to be Vanilla Rift, isn't it? Because we've got the massive expansion coming very shortly. And so I'm guessing this is like a preload, including a whole bunch of events and changes to the game prior to the Storm Legion, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is also the start of another world event, so you may have noticed Phase 1, the Harvest.
Yes, Phase 1, the Harvest. Okay, let's click on that, by the way. Oh, that's very cool. Hang on, I'll bring it out in the middle here, guys, so you can see it. World Event, Autumn Harvest, and it says it's from the 12th of September through to the 10th of October, so about a month. The crops are ripe, and the vital life force of Talara is ready for the harvest. Ascended who help Atrophinius, I think, complete the autumn harvest will be richly rewarded. And you can see Phase 1 here. The lazy days of summer are past. Now it is the time to reap autumn cap harvest and bring it to the realm of the autumn harvest through fairy rings. I have no idea what that's. Is that something we can do, or is that kind of high level?
Look, we'll probably be able to do it, because, I mean, Phase 1 is always really designed for everyone to be able to do.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Whether it be a daily quest or something along those lines, so it'll be something that everyone can do.
True that. Well, maybe if we stumble across it, I mean, you know what, I'd rather do that than fight Yetis. I still haven't forgiven you for last week, by the way. What about you, Seraphis? How are you feeling about it all? You okay now? No, look, you're still making her cry, you horrible man. Now, by the way, Tallahassee...
I was actually trying to figure out a way to bring them over at the start of the episode, but... Yeah.
Well, you didn't because you're a good friend. That's why you didn't. Now, listen, I've noticed a whole bunch of different things ever since this patch. And, firstly, the frame rate. There is no doubt about it. The frame rate is absolutely going bonkers, and it is fantastic. And yet, I don't know, I look around here, and the game doesn't look any worse. In fact, if anything, it looks better. Do you reckon they've done some optimizing?
I think they have. There's actually stuff that looks more detailed, like the ice that we're standing on.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. In fact, maybe we should go and compare it to last week's episode, because of course that's where we were. I don't know. I don't get it. How can you make something look better and yet have a higher frame rate? It's just mental, if you ask me. But anyhow, not only that, Tallahassee, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff as well. And you know what? A lot of it's in the UI, and there's a few tweaks and all the rest of it. But, when I was looking through my P screen here, my abilities, I noticed down the bottom there's this thing called Ascended Powers, and in there is a thing called Ascended Resurrection. Now, firstly, is that just me, or have you got that as well?
I have it as well.
Now, is that new, or is that me, am I dreaming?
I don't know. I've never noticed it before.
No, neither have I. So, look, let's assume, look, maybe you guys watching along from home who have been keeping a slightly closer eye on the patch notes than Tallahassee and I, you might be able to tell us, but do you know what this means, Tallahassee? If I have a look here, I've already got 2. I've got a out-of-combat Seed of Life res, because I'm a Chloromancer, that's normal. I've got one called Soul Tether, which is a combat res, and then on top of that, I've also got this Ascended Resurrect. So, I have 3 reses now. Now, that's blimmin' handy if you ask me, but basically this is meaning that every single class now gets a res. I mean, you've got it, so you normally don't have a resurrection, do you?
For Paladin I do.
Oh, of course.
My Paladin spec I have one.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no.
And I mean, you're not in your Pally spec. I mean, you're in your tank spec, aren't you?
Yeah, well, Paladin is a tanking spec in Rift, but yeah, I'm not exactly spec heavy into Paladin. I'm spec into Reaver, which is my favourite.
Right, yeah, of course.
Because of dots.
That's the one. Look, if you guys are playing along at home and you're some crazy non-healing spec and you've got this Ascended Resurrection, let us know in the comments below, because that's very interesting, but it's nowhere near as crazy as what has gone live now. And this is what you were talking about in last week's episode, Tallahassee, and of course I'm referring to the cross-faction stuff. And by that I mean we're talking about instances, we're talking about guilds, we're talking about raids, pretty much anything you can think of, well, except for even PvP, I think, but we're talking about the Guardians and the Defiant being able to share stuff together, and already that has gone live. So here we go, Rift MMO breaking new ground yet again in order to make sure that there's always somebody to play with. Correct me if I'm wrong, mate, but as far as I understand it now, I could go and join a Defiant guild right now if I wanted to, even though I am a Guardian, right?
You could, and in fact we have a Defiant online at the moment.
You are kidding. What? Hang on, how do I find that out?
Okay, so if you go into the guild page, so press G.
There we go. Alright, got my guild page up.
And it doesn't say that they are, but Solara, CLLARA.
Oh yes, I see them.
They're actually a Defiant.
Look at that, and so it doesn't even matter anymore. I mean, I was reading the patch notes because I'm thinking, how are they going to justify this? And they actually do it quite well by basically saying, look, what's happened is while there are still differences between the two factions, that they're coming to realise that there are problems greater than the squabbles between the two of them, if you know what I mean. So, with the Storm Legion expansion thing coming, basically the world is saying, well, you know what, maybe we actually need to band together against this one because it's bigger than the both of us combined. And that's kind of the lore behind it, if you know what I mean. So I 100% agree. I approve. I think it's a great idea because you can still play out your factional stuff and you can still do PvP and all the rest of it, but it just means that you can actually play whichever side you like, because let's face it, I mean, I've done very little gameplay myself on the Defiance. What about you?
I don't even have a Defiant character. I was going to start one, but I didn't want to have to join another guild, if that makes sense, because I'm already in one.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like the people that I'm in a guild with.
Yeah, so you've already got your friends and your guild mates, which are like extended family in a way, So exactly, that purpose there alone makes this feature worthwhile, because let's face it, you and I can go make a Defiant character, right, and still join Seraphim, pretty much.
Yeah, why not?
See, I think that's great. Now, I also read, by the way, in case you're wondering, guys, watching along from home, you can trade with Defiant, you can send mail, you can use auction house, anything, pretty much anything. But here's something that I couldn't find in the notes, and I don't know if you're going to know the answer to this or not, Tallahassee, and if you don't, we'll go out to our viewers. Could I go to, whatever the land is, no, not the land, well, I guess it is the land, but could I go to the Defiant capital city, which is the equivalent of Sanctum, and walk on up and go, hey guys, how's it going, it's me here. I mean, could I do that as a Guardian?
I'm pretty certain you'll still end up with your ass handed to you.
Yeah, that's what I reckon too, because it's still going to be, they're going to show as enemies, aren't they? Like actual PvP enemies, surely.
Yeah, I mean, those city guards, they shouldn't change. It's, the individual players coming together for the greater good.
Yeah, right. No, there you go. So, Rift and Trion Worlds, again, breaking the ice, pardon the pun, really setting the standards there for trying out some crazy new stuff. And I, for one, applaud them, and so does Seraphis here. There we go. Polite golf clap to you. All right, well, look, we got tons of stuff to do, and I know you've probably got other stuff you want to chat about, but you know what? Firstly, I've just got to whip over here and hand in these quests, and then we're going to make our way, by the way, folks, if you're wondering what we are going to be doing this episode. I don't know if you remember, but we were questing around here last week because there were horrible Yetis everywhere, and we got a quest. Once I've handed these in, got a quest to head up here. In fact, here it is right here. I'm going to put an arrow right there where we've got to hand in to somebody called Law Protector Nerval, and it's at the Chancel of Labors. So I'm not sure what's going on up there, and of course right now we're at Crucia's temple, by the way. So, oh man, all these cool places. But first things first, let's hand in here. And there we go, a whole bunch of XP, which is lovely. Thank you very much. No more quests from here. And another 4,000 XP. Speak with Theo Darson in the Chancel of Labors. So, alright, so this guy's sending us off to the same place as well. Yep, so it's just up to the northeast there. But this guy's just, yeah, okay, or this woman, rather.
Are you here to help?
She's got a quest for me. Speak with Errant Doomsayer. Oh, the Errant Doomsayer. Now, hang on, isn't that NPC we saw wandering around? Oh, you're already there. Is that where you are?
Yep, I was just saving him from being killed by some, mobs.
Oh,
he walked straight into them.
Ah,
and there was
thank
three
you.
of them.
Now, that would have been nasty. All right, so yeah, we saw this guy last week, and now finally we get a chance to have a yak to him, which is excellent.
Well, he's a really happy guy.
Yeah, I know. Death and darkness is all I see, but I hear so much more. I hear the shearing wind calling to me. Whispers in my mind say Crucia is awake. The Icewatch are but pawns in her game. Death for them and darkness for you. That's right, he certainly is Mr. Happy. All right, so now what? I mean, I've spoken to him. Do I just have to go back and... Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, although has he spawned these guys maybe? I mean, where did they come from?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, there's
there's our buddy.
Yeah, hello. Look at that. So they are So hang on a minute. This is interesting because, technically speaking, couldn't I attack them?
Yes, you could, because they have PvP, or they march for PvP. So if you wanted to, you certainly could.
Even though they're in our own guild.
Yeah, it'd be a dick thing to do, but,
That's amazing. Let's give him a wave. Hello. Oh, look, my wave spazzed out again. I'm going to do... My Rift always does that. There we go. There's a full wave. So that is bizarre, isn't it? I just find that... again, I'm not complaining about it at all. Oh, and look at this. We got ourselves Autumn Harvest Amber Sap. So this is what we're trying to collect, isn't it? For the world event, I think. Yep. And hang on, let me click on that again. And return it through... Oh, and it says something about taking it through the fairy rings? What the heck is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's good that just drops off mobs, obviously. It's not like we have to do anything special for it, so that's cool. All right, there we go. We shall finish that. Quest complete, XP gotten. And now I'm guessing, let's have a look at our map. Do you want to head on out over to that guy?
Yep, we'll go a slightly different route instead of going through the big-ass building.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Do you know what? I still can't get over this frame rate, Tallahassee. Seriously, it is absolutely amazing. Like,
silky smooth.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm just stopping at a vendor here, by the way. Sell my junk. There we go.
Come back whenever you have the need to trade.
Now, there's a guy in there, though. Do I not want to go inside? Oh, and there's another quest there as well. So I'm going to come over and see you.
Yeah, but I want you to come over here first.
Oh, a particular man. Of course, I don't have that one yet, do I?
No, you don't.
Fine. Now, what do I want to do? Do I have to do anything else apart from just talking to him? No, there we go. Particulum unlocked. That's it. All right, good stuff. Lovely jubbly. Oh, do we get to go inside? I really want to go inside that big building. Oh, mailbox. Hello, mailbox. And look at this, we've got ourselves, summer is here. Somehow I think that's a little bit old. I think we'll delete that one. And here's one from one of our viewers here, 100 grats, unite the pink Yeti. No! Hello Sambo, this is ROM1. Here is some pink dye for your new pink headgear. You, my friend, are horrible. And of course, the pink Yeti army seems to be spreading all over the place. Thank you very, very much. Just going to pick up this quest here as well. Let's have a chat to him. And we have to speak to a whole bunch of people. Nice and simple. Good stuff. Oh, and a healer. Might just grab this guy as well. I'm pretty sure. Men's soul. Okay. There we go. Lovely. Alright, so we get to go inside now.
Yep. So this is basically a giant forge. And there is the Lord Protector.
Oh man, hello. And yeah, because there's quests down there. I'm just going to quickly go for a bit of a run around, because you know how much oh, look at this. Discovered the Great Library. Look at this. There's books everywhere. There's like, oh, what are these guys? Librarians and stuff. This is pretty awesome. Oh man, I love things like this. What's down the end here? Oh, and look, there's more hand-ins, more quests, more people we need to speak with. And these are all Icewatch faction. Look at that, the Gathering Hall we've discovered. I think that's where we were. Yeah, there's the temple where we were last time. Oh boy, all right, so many things. And there's a quest off to the side as well. Gosh, where to start, Tallahassee? My lord, what have you found?
I found something sparkling.
Oh, you can't resist the sparkles, can you? Let's have a look. I've got a sparkly book as well. A library tome. Let's read that. Oh, so is this just some lore snippets by the looks of things?
Yep.
Oh, and it's actually talking about the Storm Legion here. Oh, there you go. A little bit of a prelude to the expansion as well. Very cool. Oh, well, may as well have a chat to this person, I suppose. Have they got a bubble over their head for you?
Not anymore, because I just did it.
Ah, whoops, here we go. All right, let's have a chat with you. Strange disappearance. Have you found another book?
Yep.
Man. Okay, here we go. Let's give it a go. Warlord Bort. If you love your lore, then it's fantastic having these in the game, by the way. All right, here's another hand in. I'm going to speak with this guy.
Are you here to help?
Concerning the Icewatch, thank you very, very much. Welcome to the fight. Oh, Tallahassee. This is a story quest here. Fantastic. Better read this one out quickly. You're not the first Guardian to come here, Seraphis. Your organisation is undoubtedly powerful, but is secondary when compared to the resolve and faith of the Icewatch. If you were to participate in our initiation rites, you would see the truth of the matter. If you're interested in learning more about the Icewatch, Theo Darson has instructed you to speak with Lord Protector Nerval. Oh yes, well, we've already got a quest like that, so there we go. Speak with him, accept, thank you very much. And hey, by the way, can we just hop over the side here? I'm just going to, can you see where I've got a marker? Because there's one of the people we need to speak to out here. And oh my lord, look at that view! Oh, in fact, there's two people. Hey, look, the countryside kind of changes a little bit again because, I mean, we're not on an ice lake. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're back in the sort of forest woodland. Oh, God, I love this zone. Seriously, it is awesome. Let's have a chat with you. A strange disappearance. Let's have another chat. Find Sentinel Turmaril, I think, northwest of the Chancel of Labors. Oh, and I know why it's called the Chancel of Labors, because what you said before, it's got like a forge and a library and all sorts of stuff. Okay, there we go, I can see now. And now we've got to go speak with Lord Protector and someone over there as well. Alright, sounds good to me. But seriously, does this zone... Oh, hang on, who's this guy? What's this all about? Oh, it's a...
Fish vendor.
Yes, a fish vendor. Now, hang on a minute. You can't fish in the lake because it's frozen, can you? Or can you?
I don't know.
Well,
can you?
I mean...
Do people fish in frozen lakes?
No, I don't think so. Hang on, remind us again, just very quickly. Go on. I mean, if
they do. I hate to break it to you.
Do they? Do people fish in frozen lakes?
Yeah, because they cut a hole in the top of the ice and then they fish through the little hole.
Oh, yeah, well, I suppose so. Look, remind us again how we fish. It's been so long. How do we do it?
Well, before we do, we attack this guy.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Oh, someone else got him. Thank you. Basically, you click on your fishing pole, and then you click on where you'd like to start fishing.
Now, hang on. Where's my fishing pole? Where's my fishing pole?
I don't know. Where is your fishing pole?
But is it a skill?
Did you sell your fishing pole?
I could have. Is it meant to be... Hang on. Track fish.
It's part of your inventory.
Oh, is it inventory? Right. Okay, hang on. Let's have a look here. Open up our bags. Hey, that's another thing I've noticed, by the way, that my bags have automatically shrunk, like they're a lot smaller, and I did notice in the patch notes that there is apparently in the options a slider, and you can actually slide it up and down and make your bags tiny or big, like you can just literally scale them. Very, very cool, by the way. So I like that idea. And mine have automatically gone smaller by the looks of things. I'm trying to find what my... Hang on, if I do a search, maybe... let's see, search. What's it going to be called? Fish, maybe? Fish something? Oh!
Beginner's fishing pole.
There it is. Do you know what? I actually still have it. Can you believe it? Amazing. Hang on, can I put that on a ability, like on a hotbar, or do I leave it in my bags always?
No, I'll put it on a hotbar.
Okay, alright, let's pop it down there. Where should we put it? We'll put it there. Oh, whoops, I just lost, hang on, overwrote one of my, that's what I want, break free. There we go. Alright, so hang on, fishing. No, you didn't, did you say you could or couldn't?
No, I couldn't.
No, neither can I.
He wouldn't let me fish.
So, interesting. I wonder why. No, definitely won't let me fish. I wonder why there's a fishing vendor here then. If we can't fish, that seems really weird. And by the way, there's mounts
Probably
here.
because there's other places to fish.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is the armoured Yarnosaurs.
Yeah, no, we don't have this one, do we? Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, we have to be
No,
level
we wouldn't
50.
Be able to. And you have to be glorified with the Icewatch.
Oh, I see. Oops, sorry, I'm sipping on my Melbourne tea here. Okay, well, at least you know, folks, that these are here, and yet again, another type of mount. Oh my god, do you know what? I just want to run around in this game forever. Look at that view! Look at it! It is just amazing, and seriously, ever since my look, I mean, I've never run the game poorly, Tallahassee, right? Like, it's never run like a dog for me, and I've had pretty high settings, but my computer's not that special, so I've always had about sort of 20 to 22 frames per second, which is, you know, it's not very good, but I'm used to it, and I didn't mind because the game looked absolutely stonkingly amazing. However, now that I can do this, and sorry to make you all dizzy, folks, now that the game is running at between 30 and 40 frames per second, and I swear to God, Tallahassee, I have made absolutely no changes to the game settings or to my system. They've definitely optimized it, but it's like a whole different game. It's even more silky smooth, and it's just even more amazing. It feels so responsive. So I'd like to hear from you guys if you're playing along from home in Rift and you've played since we've recorded this episode. Let us know if you've noticed a massive difference in how silky smooth this game is running now, because seriously, I mean, you said you noticed it as well, right?
Yeah, I've definitely noticed it.
Yep, it's like as soon as I logged in I could tell. Anywho, let's have a chat to these guys. Look at all these hand-ins here. We've got notoriety, we've got gold, we've got XP, we like that. We'll have a chat to him, there we go. Boy, even the interface is like really zippy for me, and I guess that's an artifact of a higher frame rate, I suppose. But you know what, folks, so far I am loving this patch, and be warned, by the way, it's quite a big one. What do you reckon it is? I mean, it's over a gig, right?
It came up saying that it was 970 something meg.
It is pretty big, but it is worth it, folks, and obviously it's a precursor to the expansion. And by the way, before we go, Tallahassee, there's one more thing, of course, one new component of the UI that we must take our wonderful viewers through, because I think this is awesome. But before we do that, we've got the story quest here. Lord Protector Nerval has instructed us to use the purified steel on the corpses of enraged water elementals in Cloudbourne Tarn to imbue it with planar magic, and this is a storyline quest. And we've got another storyline quest here, and this one is gather Yeti blood from snowblind frost howlers in the lands northwest of the Chancel of Labors to use in the forging of Icewatch weapons and armor. Do we really have to do that one? Not more Yetis! No! Good lord.
Delicious Yetis.
You just love that, didn't you? Here's a repeatable quest as well. Might as well do this one. Kill rift creatures in Iron Pine Peak, because no doubt we'll actually come across the rift. In fact, you know what? I don't think we've actually come across one yet in this zone, have we? I'm pretty sure we haven't.
Yeah, we have a few.
Oh, have we? I can't remember. Now, by the way, before I go any further, I can see something that you've sneakily linked into the party here. Explain yourself, young man. What is that? And why did you link it? And how did you link it?
So, talk to Master at Arms Varus.
Let's have a look here.
I'm standing next to.
Okay, there we go. Oh, gosh, you know, I'm running around so quickly, I'm going to get off my mount. Here we go, have a chat with him. Yes?
So, top line.
Yep. Oh, Icewatch cupcake. There's the cupcakes, folks. Oh my god, he was not lying. And I can't get one because it says that it requires Icewatch friendly. Are you friendly yet?
Not yet, no.
Oh man, I can't wait to come back here. Look at that, increases attack power by 10. Do you know what? I reckon that's the same in real life, because whenever Reggie has a cupcake, her scathing tongue increases in attack power, if you ask me. The vicious words, the witchy poo words that come out of her mouth definitely have their attack power increase. There's no doubt about it. How cool does it look around here too, by the way? That is awesome. I'm not going to jump in there, that's for sure. Now, Tallahassee, before we go any further, and I can't believe it, we're nearly out of time in this episode, folks, and sorry, it hasn't been a very action-packed episode. However, of course, we've had this massive patch that we've wanted to talk about, so it's been well worth it. Let's have a look. There's this very cool thing in the UI Tallahassee, and before I open it up, going to ask you a few questions, because if I hover over this cluster down the bottom left here, we've got all our usual stuff. We've got our player menu here, we've got our activities, which of course has our instant adventure and war fronts and world events and all the rest of it. We've also got our social stuff, has our guild finder, raids, leaderboards, ascend a friend. We've got help, we've got system stuff, and then Tallahassee, there's this thing called Deep's Depot. So before I click on that, it's got a shopping cart on it. Don't tell me, Tallahassee, that after all this time that there's an item shop in the game and I can spend real money with buy to win weapons. Can I buy to win the game now?
No, you can't buy to win.
Thank goodness for that.
What they've added is stuff like being able to buy time cards. Okay.
All right,
they've added in some services. So
we'll open it up. Deeps is checking his inventory. Okay, all right. So hang on. Take us through this. Time cards. Okay, so that's exactly what it is. So, and they're the same price. So it's just convenience then. So if I have to normally go down to the shop to buy a time card, I can just open this and grab them straight here.
Exactly.
All right, that is good. That is 10 out of 10, Trion, because I thought you were going to let me down there for a second. Okay, what about these services? What's this? What do we got here?
So we can rename a character.
Or a guild.
Or rename a guild.
Okay, and that's only $10. Okay, I'm, again, more than happy to pay for those fluff services, if you know what I mean. Okay, so hang on. There's another tab here that says Storm Legion. Isn't that the name of the expansion?
It certainly is, and this lets you buy it.
Oh my god, that is so awesome. So again, I don't have to get off my lazy behind. I can actually just purchase it here. Oh, now, hang on. We've got a few options. Firstly, there's the standard edition for the expansion, and that is, well, in my country anyway, $39.95, so that's cool. We got the Legion Infinity Edition, and that means it's the collector's edition, which is great. So, in fact, look, you can click on them, and it actually shows you what you've got there. So, look at this. The standard one unlocks 2 continents, 7 dungeons, 3 raids, in an air cape, etc., etc., and it talks about the actual expansion here, and that's very cool. Look at all that, a whole bunch of information there. If we click on the collector's edition one, it tells you that it also includes the pre-purchase bonuses, the cyclone mount, the portal generator, mini Regulos, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and again goes on to talk about all the rest of the details. But tell us about this one. What's this one up here for $120?
I don't see that one, because I've already ordered Storm Legion.
Oh, you've been a good boy, and you know what? I'm going to do exactly the same, don't you worry. But alright, let's have a read of this one. It says, get our first expansion for free when you buy a year of game time. So, okay, I get it. Here we go. Sign up for a year of Rift, get Storm Legion free, plus Landslide, an Earthen Juggernaut mount, and the Stormbringer in-game title. So, okay. Well, do you know what? This is interesting, because if I paid for a year's worth of the game, which I'm more than happy to do, right, I always do, that's going to be about, well, it's at least, 10 months is $150, and then we've got 165, so it's about $180 normally for me to spend money on the game per year. So if I buy it this way, it's actually way cheaper, and I get the expansion for free. Surely that's a mistake.
And you get a whole bunch of other stuff as well.
Oh man, okay, I approve of this. This is great. You know, I got really worried for a second. I thought, oh no, there's a cash shop in the game. What have they done? But it is literally just saving you having to go down to the local shop. That is absolutely awesome. Do you know what isn't awesome though? Is that we've run out of time. There's been so much to discuss and talk about in this episode that we've absolutely run out of time, pretty much without doing any combat questing whatsoever. So I do apologize for that, guys. But I don't know. I've been very excited about all this news. Hope you are watching along from home. And you know what? If you've left Rift or you're thinking about getting in here, for God's sake, do it, because it is still free to level 20, isn't it, Tallahassee?
It certainly is.
So there's no excuse. Get in here. It's running like a dream. There's going to be a massive influx of players because of the expansion, and of course because the two factions have buddied up in terms of real life communication. So there's going to be lower queue times, more people racing. I mean, every time we film, there are people running around in the zones. You know what? I see more people running around in the Rift zones than I do in WoW zones. So there you go, if that's some kind of benchmark to go past there. But this is...
Everyone's in Orgrimmar.
Yeah, that's true. Orgrimmar or Stormwind. Actually, no, they're just in Orgrimmar. But this game, folks, is, you know what? It is worth it. It is just getting better and better with age, and it is really coming of age now. Can't wait for the expansion. Running like a dream. Heaps of new, awesome features. Just get yourself in here because it's not going to cost you a dime to come along and level as many characters as you like through to level 20. It's just fantastic. If we have a quick look at the map, folks, you can see we've got our work cut out for us next time. Up here to the northwest, we've got Blood of the Battle. That's collecting Yeti blood. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to that at all. And we've got to use the purified steel down here. And of course, this is in an area of the map that we have yet to uncover. So more exciting times ahead. In the meantime, we need to get out of here. Good lord, we're over time. Tallahassee, thank you as always, and thanks for helping us explain all of these new changes. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis, our level 42 High Elf Mage, and Tallahassee, it's us saying take care. Hope you guys are having a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.